Hello and welcome to the 17th edition of Half Hour, a podcast starring me, John Paul Giudice, as your host. In today's episode, I'll discuss music with Roman Cockrell.
Hey, man.
Thank you for coming on the show,
Thanks
dude.
for
I
having me,
appreciate
bro.
it. Roman and I go to college together. We go to UNIP. So just, if you want to just start off and tell us a little about yourself, like where you're from, like things like that.
I was born in New Zealand. Come from like this little farm town called Levin. I was basically born on a farm. I used to go to a Maori school.
Mm-hmm.
So like every Friday we had like haka and we were like talking in Maori and stuff. And then I moved to Czech Republic. I live here for like 6 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, go to school with you, mate. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. Which island was it on? Was it on the North Island?
North Island.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I know that are there more Maori people on the Northern Island as opposed to the Southern?
I mean, in the Northern Island, there's way more people than the South Island. So
Mhm. I know that Auckland is up there, right?
yeah,
Like in the
it's up at the
way
north.
at the top.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I used to live in the south part of North Island. Just like, Wellington's on the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
Auckland's on the top, so yeah.
Is there a bridge connecting the two islands?
No, you have to get a boat
Oh, jeez.
to go from Wellington to, I don't know the other island's city name, but...
So you've been to the city that's like between the two islands, kind of like at the
yeah,
closest. That's
yeah,
Wellington.
Yeah.
Is that?
It's like Wellington is the one that you take the ship from
Uh-huh.
to go to the other island.
Do you think it's possible someday that they'll have a bridge, or is it just too far?
I think it's too far. They could, but I don't think New Zealand would do it because it's kind
Yeah.
of like a, I don't know, like a not a ritual, but it's like something special. You take a boat to the other island. There's something about
It
it.
reinforces the islander
Yeah, exactly.
mentality. That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I know that in Boston we don't really have anything like that. I mean, you can just drive west and it just keeps going, So that's pretty cool. I definitely want to go to New Zealand someday.
Yeah, bro,
What's the volcano called on the North Island, or it's a mountain?
White Petter or something like that.
That's probably it's the. I go on Google
To be
Earth and
honest-
it's the giant one, like that's just like.
Oh. It's not a volcano though. Like the biggest mountain is Mount Cook.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
That's on the
but
South Island.
volcano, I don't know.
Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's not a volcano. It looks so perfect. Like it's like, it looks like there's a perfect circle
Yeah.
around it, and then there's like.
I know what you mean. I just don't know. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, me neither. All right. So, what's your degree at school?
So I study sport management,
Mm-hmm.
which is basically business, but it's like the sport business side. I mean, like the sports business side of it.
Okay.
And yeah, I do like 3 years. What did you do? The American one, right?
Yeah, I'm doing international relations, the American track.
Do you like it?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. Like I came back here to just finish. So like I would have gotten a degree in anything, if you want me to be honest with you, just to come out here. International relations for me was like the best track. Like that's what made sense for me to do. So that's what I did. I was a poli-sci major actually before my old school. But dude, UNIP is so unique. Like I don't know. Like my old school was, you picture a college in your head in America. That's where I went to school. Like it was literally
it's
like
the typical.
in the town,
Yeah.
and- yeah, absolutely.
How long do you live here? Is it like?
So I came
Since
here
uni?
last
It is-
August,
Okay.
but I did an exchange here in spring 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I was here for a few months then.
And you really liked it here?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, like I love Prague. Like I think the Czech Republic is a nice country too. The people here are very like, they're a little different than
They're
back
special,
home.
special people here.
Yeah, they're a little reserved. Like I
Yeah.
get a very reserved, like mature feeling from them.
I feel like they're completely different compared to like other countries.
Mhm.
Like people, I
Yeah.
don't know how to explain it, but
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, in America, I feel like things are a little more chaotic. Like everyone's like, you get a lot more
like a
like
lot
just
of drama
people.
and stuff.
Yeah, just crazy things going on. Like everyone has. You looking for like all the eccentric weirdos? They're all going to be in America. Like, it's just like
definitely.
it's different here. Like I gotta say, like I get on the tram and like nobody's talking. Dude, they should have the radio on the tram.
Think so?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be nice. Like maybe not like English radio, but just like anything, like any kind of music, like kind of segueing into what we're.
What type of music do you think will fit the best?
something like elevator music, but maybe
Okay.
something like, I don't know, like, what do you think you'd hear if you got in the car with your mom's friend?
I think it's
She
a
was driving
typical
around.
like that's like typical summer pop music type stuff, no? If you know what I mean, it's like vibing.
Yeah, just something for the background.
Yeah,
Like, not even too loud, like, you just hear it a little bit.
yeah.
So, like, you don't, I don't know, just the dead silence.
Yeah,
is
bro,
kinda
that's
weird.
the thing that kind of pisses me off about like the trams. Like I like to talk to like strangers, you know. That's like my type of way to talk to people. Like sometimes I just go up to someone and like start talking. But like, bro, in Czech Republic, if you go up to someone, I feel like
I
they're
feel
like,
weird about
you know,
it.
they're
yeah.
like, bro, back off. So
Yeah, like I feel a little weirder about it here. For me, there's a linguistic barrier as well. But I know at home, like if you randomly talk to somebody, they're kind of obligated to like reply to you in this way.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
By the way, I have a question. Can you swear on this podcast?
I mean, you can.
Minimal.
I mean, you can if you want, if you'd like.
I'll try to keep it down.
I mean, if you want to swear, go for it. I'm not so like.
Yeah.
Dude, I've dropped the F-bomb on one of these episodes a few
For
times,
real?
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, I just try to avoid it, because like, who knows, like, maybe in 20 years, like, someone looks at this and is like, oh my god, like, it's JP, like, he was talking, and then, like, as they're having that conversation, I drop the F-bomb on the podcast. It's just,
It's like,
it's too much. But okay, music. Tell me a little bit about why the music aspect, like, keeps you that interested, you know?
so how I started, like, I never wanted to do music, but like when I had like a sad day or like I had too much time, you know, I was just writing my like emotions, what I was like feeling, you know. And as time passed on, I got better at writing. So I was like, damn, let me try it out, you know. So I was like recording myself on the phone and stuff, and I liked it. I know it wasn't good enough to like release it yet. So I don't know, 4 years passed by, like since I started writing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I dropped a couple of like songs. I think I have like 4, but that was more for like experiment. I wanted to know like with what sound I want to go with.
Mm-hmm.
And now I know the sound, but like I have like 4 or 5 songs ready. I just need to go to the studio, which is kind of hard with like having work, football, and school. So I'm just waiting for the holidays, and then I'm gonna go to the studio. You know.
Yeah, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
I have trouble keeping up with this sometimes, just because there's so much going on.
Do you edit it somehow, or do you just go from like start to the end?
Yeah, no editing. That's why I was laughing, because I started with these on the 10th episode, I think, because like what my goal with these is to be very genuine. You know, I'm trying to come at it from the other side, where it's like, okay, when you edit, you know, you watch like a lot of these podcasts, it's like an operation. Like you have like the microphone, you have the different camera angles, everyone's looking around. This is really meant to be more of like an audio show in this way, where it's like I have the laptop here recording us as more of a token, like just kind of like if you want the video element, it's there. But I picture people listening to this a little more, and for that, like this microphone works fine, and the image is good here. It just tells you which episode we're on.
Where's all the like platforms you put it on?
So I put it on YouTube and Instagram right now, but I'm gonna branch out. I need to figure out how to get it on Spotify. I had some trouble with that.
It's for money, I think,
Oh,
monthly.
really?
Yeah, because I try to put something on Spotify. I didn't look at it, but I have like 2 songs with my friend, right? And I was like, yo, let's put it on Spotify. And he told me you have to like pay for it monthly.
Do I have to do that on Apple Music too?
Yeah, I think so.
Monthly?
Yeah. SoundCloud is good, but no one listens to it.
Yeah.
You know.
SoundCloud's a little.
But
little
SoundCloud's good though. Like if you want to get your stuff out for free,
Mm-hmm.
you can still like, you know, get someone.
I like how in SoundCloud you can slide the.
Oh yeah, the
thing.
timing, like the time, no?
Yeah, and the waves that are there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I always thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Dude, but that's cool that you spent time writing, and like you were kind of like, okay, this is working, like I enjoy this, and then you went to record it. Like I was thinking about how when I was a freshman in college, my buddy had like he had a microphone with like the mesh here to keep everything quiet, and I'm laughing because like we were all trying to rap. I was just talking about World War II.
Okay.
I was like Mussolini, you know, like Italy and like Germany. taking over places, you know, like just like
Was
World
it
War
good?
II.
Was it
was
good?
terrible. Like I was so into it. There's a video of my buddy Owen. He's doing it too, and he's like, "Fuck!" He like yells into the microphone. Like it was so funny.
Yeah, bro.
There you go. I just dropped the F-bomb right there.
I have a similar story to yours. How you said like you created the thingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my friend, he's got like
It was my buddies.
Yeah. So how we did it in the like studio, I was there like maybe half a year ago. It was just like to practice, you know. And his studio is like he's got a computer where he like makes beats and stuff, and he's got 2 speakers, but he doesn't have like anywhere to record. So he made like a drawer. There's like a drawer. He put like pillows around it.
Yeah.
Put the mic there, and you know how you.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I can picture.
And
that
you know how
working.
you have like this thing to like get the pss, pss sounds out.
I think
what is
so.
it
Yeah.
called? Yeah. So we took like a thing. Fuck. What do you call it for the spaghetti? You know?
Like a.
How you have to like
ladle?
with the little holes inside.
It's like a spoon.
No,
Oh,
not
a strainer. A strainer.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
And we took it and we just put like a t-shirt over it and I was like rapping over it just to make it.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, you know what? If it works, it works. Like Amazon was created in a garage, or maybe it was Microsoft with Bill Gates. I forget which one, but these dudes start from
Somewhere you gotta like if the passion is there, I feel
absolutely.
like it doesn't matter how you start, where you start, but like if you work on it, I think you're gonna get somewhere.
Dude, I was watching this like I think it was an Instagram reel or like some part of a podcast, and they were saying how I really thought like I took this quote and I was like it makes sense to me where some of it is luck, like some of it is genuinely luck.
Bro,
right?
some people in the world are just more lucky than others.
Yeah, but there's also a hard work element where it's like if you put in the work, like you'll get lucky and luck will come to you.
Exactly.
Like
I feel like yeah, continue, sorry.
No, it's okay. Like I was just gonna say how like last semester, as you know, like I ran for the student body president at UNIP. And like doing that provided me with new opportunities. Like I was able to volunteer at the TEDx at school. You know, I was able to volunteer. You know, last year I was a guest.
Bro, with the TEDx, I would be so shy. I'm like a shy person, you know.
Yeah.
Like for example, when I play football or I had like a concert once, it was like at our school in front of people. I don't get shy there, but if it's like a presentation I gotta present or something, I'm just so shy. Like.
For me, it's funny. It's like the opposite. Like I shake in front of like large groups of people. Like I'll shake. It's visible. I get really nervous.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I'm trying to. It's a little different now. I think. Well, the last time I did that, man, it was like a long time ago.
Bro, I feel like this is the thing about Americans though. Like I feel like you're natural at like talking, you know, compared to like Czechs, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like. I used to go to Czech school from 1st grade to like 5th grade because we were moving from New Zealand to Czech Republic always.
Yeah.
But I stayed here for this like period, and we don't do presentations in Czech school. Like we do, but it's like here if you go to English school, you do much more like presentations and stuff. Like if you go to American one especially.
Yeah, like I remember I did 3 semesters at this school called Bridgewater State. My parents went there. I liked it there. I think that this was definitely like a good step for me in like the right direction. But we did a lot of presentations there, so I kind of see what you mean. Some classes not at all. Like I remember I had this class. We did a lot of reading and like reflection. Like now that
Was
I'm
it like
trying to
English
think of it.
class?
It was almost like a deductive reasoning class, but we were talking about Machiavelli. You know, it was a political science course. I thought it was pretty fascinating. It was hard though. I had a hard time with this course, man. Like it was right before I studied here, and it was really like in depth, like very, very.
Yeah, just going into details and stuff.
Yeah. So and it was like you had to pull quotes out and try and support or defend an argument.
Did you like it though?
Yeah, you know, this course taught me a lot. Like definitely.
I feel like if you like it, even though it's hard, you put your work on it, and it's like if you like something, it's easier. But if you didn't like it, it's like the worst subject, you know.
Yeah, and like I think that with music, especially like that, I have a lot of friends that have like dabbled, you know, like to varying degrees. Like I know that one of the guests I had on here does music as well. You do music. One of my buddies back home that I go hiking with, he did some music in the past. One of my cousins like uploaded like one of these videos when he was like 15. But you know, for some people, it just kind of like fades away, or maybe like they just do it like for fun. Like this is what this podcast is more for fun rather than like me. Like I could never picture making money off of something like this. Like I just can't.
I feel like though, if you're good at it, you can make
Yeah, I
money,
mean,
you know?
unless I have an advertiser or someone like, you know, if someone reaches out and they're like, hey, we'd love to monetize on your show.
You would take it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, it depends. It depends on what the product is. It depends on like if I agree with the company or not. It depends on how much they're offering me. You know, things like that.
Yeah, of course.
But I feel like it's more than just music. Like we're talking content creation and like how to really like tap into that.
Bro, for the
part of
music,
yourself.
what's like the hardest about music, I feel like, is you have like the people have like, you know, you can love your music, but if the people don't like it, then that's like the first hard bit. It's just like to get the music so people like it, you know.
I remember you sent me something over the summer and like I listened to it.
Yeah, there was like, I didn't release it yet, but there's like, that's the new type of music I want to go with. Because like the first 4 or 5 songs that I released, it's just more like just trying to figure out where I'm at, you know. But yeah.
No, but it's good. I mean, it's probably a learning process. I mean,
Yeah.
what software do you use to make music?
Bro, I don't use anything. I just go on YouTube and I find a beat. So like I have like over, I don't know, 150 beats done. I mean, that I like have written on. But from that I have like only 10, 15 full songs written. So what I just do is just like, I just take it for fun, right? So I like when I have a feeling to do music, I just lay down on my bed. It's either headphone, speaker, or even just through my phone, you know. So I'm just like listening to the beat, and if I feel like, I just like write down my lyrics, go over in my head, and then I write over it.
It's good. And, like,
But
I feel like that's a good process.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Oh, everyone's different. Like some people just like to freestyle. I tried that, but when I try to freestyle in front of the camera, I just forget all the things that I wanted to say. So,
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, like with this, I always try and provide like a standard model. Like I have the number here. In the Czech Republic, I've been filming like with this behind us because I mean the mountains are kind of cool. Like it's not necessarily terrible. Now you guys can see a bit more of the view, you know. Yeah. Dude, I feel like that with music there is a really deep like understanding, especially with like if you're going somewhere or like if you're like people have road trip playlists, they have like you know hiking playlists. Like I have a few songs that I play hiking, or like
even just different genres, you know.
Yeah.
Like for me, for example, like I mostly listen to rap, but since the summer, I got kind of sick of rap because I feel like rap is just, I like old school rap, and I like the last type of rap that I really fucked with was like 2018, and from that I just feel like people are just copying each other. Like no one's like special at anything, and since the summer, I don't know, I just started listening to more like electro music, like bass line and drum and bass. But I like it when they rap over it, so it's like not typical rap, it's more like drum and bass and he's rapping over it, and that's also the new sound that I'm trying to go with. I'm not trying to do like drum and bass or anything, I'm trying to do like club music because I feel like that's like also my strong suit, like what I'm good at. It's just like kind of making a vibe, you know.
Yeah, it's like there is a talent for being able to like see, like you know what I mean, like where to
go, you know?
Like, to get it. Like for example, okay, like the only way I can relate it to, like I was thinking about how over the thousands of years that we've had music, you know, whether it's on the piano, like with Bach and Mozart, and
probably
like
even more than 1,000 years, bro.
Yeah, like way more, thousands of years, like way more. Dude, even those tribes, that those songs have been long forgotten because of the ages. They were probably humming little tunes and stuff while they're hunting for food. Who knows? But it's really like just a huge piece of like self-expression. Like
I feel it's like also a huge piece of like our life and history too. You know, like even people always listen to music, even if you go like to a war. They had the drums, you know. And, like, just to like because it uplifts you. Like I feel like the best songs that I write is usually when I'm really angry or really like emotionally damaged, let's say, whatever, or when I'm like really happy. It's like when it's like an ordinary day, I don't usually write songs. I have to have like a special like feeling, and I feel like I can connect myself with the music more, or like with my lyrics, whatever.
Yeah, like that's like a really like special thing. I think like that's what's so special about music. I think it falls into like art, movies,
into everything.
Like, dude, even like politics in some ways can be very like it can be like an artwork. Like how these people they get up on the microphone and the things that they say and the way they say them, because they're painting a picture for you.
Exactly.
You know, whether it's music where you're painting a picture just for listening. Okay, see ya. Whether you're like painting a picture this way or like you're making something, whether it's like just speaking and
the good thing about music is like everyone's different, like everyone expresses themselves differently, you know, everyone does like a different genre. That's the good thing about like that's the great thing about like music is everything is, you know, like kind of individual. I don't know how to explain it, but you know. Yeah,
like I don't know if this happens with everybody, but when I hear music, especially when I was younger, you know, I'm in the car with my mom in the back seat. She's got the music playing on the radio, and I'm looking out the window. This is before everyone had phones, by the way. You know, when you just had to sit there and listen to things. Like, I always like would like think about the music and like try and see things.
Like, are you saying like you're imagining like a video clip, like you're in the?
Yeah. So for example, like. When I was younger, there was a song like, "Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? You're 1,000 miles away," you know, whatever. I could keep going, but I'm thinking about what's it like in New York City. I'm picturing this girl walking around New York City, like
that, bro. That I do the same shit, like especially when I was super young. Bro, what I used to do all the time is just like, I used to imagine I was in the video clip. It's the first thing, and the second thing is, if someone's like rapping and the lyrics are like meaningful and make sense, right? I'm always trying to like picture. Like what he's saying, I'm trying to make it into like my own movie in my head, you know.
Yeah.
That's like so special about music. I don't understand, like.
Yeah, it's almost like listening to an audiobook in some ways. Like I don't know. Like when I read, if it's really interesting, I'll get that picture in my head too. But it's really vivid with certain music, you know.
Exactly.
Even like sometimes I'll make my own like thoughts, like. Even if the song, like, okay, it's like when I was in high school, my favorite song was The Final Countdown. Like when I was like 15, dude, I loved that song. And I would, like even when I was young, I'd listen to this song, and like what I would picture would just be something upbeat, like you know, like something good's gonna happen, or like I don't know. So
the cool thing about music is also like, let's say it's summer and it's winter, right? Do you listen to like different songs in winter and summer?
Well, like yes and no. Like
of course, but
like in summer, like you have like I feel like I have more like I can sit outside with my buddies and crack open a few beers and put the radio on, or like put the Bluetooth speaker on and like chill and like listen to like those beats. In the winter, it can be a little different. So yeah, but I'm thinking when Christmas rolls around, I always try. I like Christmas music, like I do. Like I like.
So you're happy, bro. Like
the
happiest.
Everything's and you know what?
Everything's good.
It's something like it's the darkest time of the year. Like it's really dark in December and early January, and like I feel like Christmas is really like the
good part of the dark.
Yeah. Like dude, when you go to when I go to Namiesti Miru in a month from now. And I'm walking around and I see the Christmas markets and the lights and the tree and the nice violin or whatever.
When it snows too, bro, that's like
It's so beautiful, dude. And it's like when you have good music to couple that with, you know, even like classical music. Like one of the songs I like, I haven't seen the movie. I don't even know. It's just called Waltz from Snowstorm. I can send it to you. It's just like a violin and like some other instruments that are being used, but.
We can check it out after the podcast.
Yeah, sometimes I think of it and I'm like, okay, I'm trudging through the snow listening to this song in my head. Like, that's how I see it. And the name is great. So it's kind of like my favorite Christmas song is "Carol of the Bells," the Trans-Siberian Orchestra one with the electric guitar. Man, that's so cool. Such a
I
good
might
one.
know, bro. I have a problem with like songs, right? Like, I can't remember the lyrics and stuff. I just never remember the names.
Yeah,
of the songs. I
yeah.
never remember.
I'm similar. I have a similar problem.
Yeah.
I've worked like my brother used to come at me for that because I'd be like, oh, you know the song where they say this, and my brother's like, it's this. Like, how do you not remember the name? So we laugh about it, but like, I'll show you this song. I guarantee you've heard this one.
I probably heard of it. Just need to hear it, you know.
Yeah.
But going back to the thing that I said, like the summer and the winter, right? Bro, like me personally, in the summer I listen to like the summer songs, like the hits, you know. I usually I never listen to like the top 100 songs. I just don't like them because everyone listens to them. I guess it's just not my like type of thing. And during summer, that's like when I listen to those like big hits, you know, because like I don't know. I feel like even when there's a sun, I'm just like happy, you know. So
it's like party season kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you're out there.
You know, crack a beer, you know.
Yeah,
with
why
friends,
not?
With the mates.
I just keep thinking about how, like, I'm thinking about what you're saying, and I'm imagining living near the equator, right? Where the weather doesn't really change at all. Like, it's just kind of like the same. So I'm like, I wonder how their music taste might be a little different. Like, if you somehow could do a control experiment, which I don't even know if that's possible, but I'm thinking about how in Czech Republic, as well as where I'm from in Boston, even in New Zealand, you had this with the seasons changing and like the vibe completely switches up. Like you can't just go to the beer garden in December, like it's freezing outside. Like you'd have to be really layered up, you know. And they have like the little tents with the heaters in there, and then you couple that with like 50 people in there drinking beer, like it's nice and warm. But like the whole vibe switches up. Like I'm with you with that. Like everything can change.
Yeah. Do you feel like how you said like before you maybe answered it, but I'm trying to ask like, do you think if I live in, for example, my whole life in Africa compared to I don't know Iceland, my taste in music will be different?
Not like necessarily like that could be because of culture like as well. But I'm saying like
it's probably definitely culture.
Yeah, like 100% like more in that direction. I'm just saying like in the back of my head like you wouldn't have the same effect where it's like when you ask me like do you listen to different music in summer and winter? Like if you ask someone that question around the equator it wouldn't matter, it's the same. So I'm just trying to picture like does their vibe ever switch up in this way? You know, and like the seasons effects on people and how that affects like organization, like how you're supposed to organize for things.
It's apparently healthy for the people too, the season change. I don't know how it works, but
it's like good for your like internals, you know.
Yeah.
And like also like
it's also good for the nature. It's really good for the nature, you know, when it changes.
Yeah, like how do like let's say you produce a song in the winter instead of in the summer, like you're gonna somewhere deep in there it's gonna be a little slightly different just because
the songs that I make in summer are so different because the songs that I make in the summer it's usually chill. It's usually slow, you know. I'm just like vibing, but during the winter, the songs get more like fast, aggressive. Like it's more like hard. Like the beat is more hard, you know. That's just my personal like how I usually write my songs. Summer is always chill. Winter is usually just like snapping quick fire, you know.
Yeah, and it's like totally like there's a whole psychological effect for everything in the seasons, you know, like they say that a lot of couples get together as the fall rolls into winter because it's dark and it's cold and you want to be like together. There's a lot of breakups in the spring, you know, because it's like the thaw and like everything's new.
Bro, even during summer, bro, I'm just like I love everyone more like than you know in winter it's more like it's the cold days basically.
Yeah, like it's so weird to me because last summer, essentially, I was in Boston, and like I've only been home for that, you know, and like I went home last semester for the winter break. That was strange. Like it was like okay, I left and it was so warm, and I know I'm on the same latitude, like I understand, but it's like it's just weird coming back to a different. Yeah. Well, for me, it's like where I was born, like where I was raised, and like the season's just completely different. Like,
bro, right now for Christmas, I'm going to New Zealand, so I'm going from winter to summer.
Oh, that's gonna be sick, bro.
Yeah, but I'm kind of used to it. Like, okay, I haven't been in New Zealand for, bro. Basically, when I came here to finish high school, I haven't gone to New Zealand after that. So
It's been a little while.
6 years, I think it is.
When you'd go back and forth, it must have been like strange.
I got used to it, bro. But
Is it cool? Like,
I never minded going to summer because I'm more like a type of guy who's like I don't sweat too much and stuff like that. But bro, the cold is the worst.
did
So-
you ever like you went summer to summer like
Like
your memories of winter would be like further away?
Minimal.
Wow.
I always used to go to Czech Republic for Christmas because it's snow, it's like special.
Mhm.
But usually I always switched because I don't know, from first grade to basically ninth grade, I always used to switch half year Czech Republic, half year New Zealand. Approximately, it was like 3 months,
Yeah,
7 months, 4 months, depending. So I usually went from summer to summer. But
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. So I guess like we're getting to the end of the time
Yeah,
here, but I do want to ask, like, what is your favorite song?
my favorite song.
We're talking me like what is your like, or how about like what's something that comes to mind?
Because
like,
I
what's
have to look on
something
my
that's
phone, like what I'm listening to right now, for example, the most.
No, more like when I say like what's your favorite song, or like
Uh-huh.
what's one of your best songs, like, or not your music, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like what do you like?
I don't think I have a favorite song. Oh, actually, no. Let me swipe that. Suicide Boys, Rain and Blood.
Rain and Blood, Suicide Boys.
I'm not sure if it's this favorite song, because I have like top 5, but this is like
One of my buddies likes this
type of music.
group band.
Suicide Boys.
Is it a band?
Nah, so they basically started. They were like really like drug addicts, and they made a pact. If they're not gonna make it musically, they're gonna kill each other when they're like 25 or something. So they took it really seriously, bro.
Yeah.
And bro, they're like, they changed so much. Like, so they went from like this, I don't know, dark music
Mm-hmm.
into more like, I don't know. They're changing their sound right now, and it's like, I don't know. You might know this. Paris, for example, from them. Tell me what you know, motherfucker. Yeah, you probably. I'll show you. I'll show you.
I'm glad you did that though, because like that would have helped if I knew the song.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like I would have. Oh man.
No,
All right,
but-
guys. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks
I
for having me,
appreciate
bro.
it. Roman Cockrell, everybody. Music.
Rich Prince.
Rich Prince. I forgot to say, AKA Rich Prince.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll see you on the next episode. I hope you check it out, and cheers. Peace.
See ya.